Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all to the 798th meeting of Chennai Toastmasters Club. The mission of every Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in such a way that the members are empowered to improve their communication skills and leadership qualities, hence resulting in greater personality growth and self-confidence. Before moving to the meeting, I would like to brief upon certain rules which are to be followed. Keep your mobile phones on silent. Do not talk about taboo topics such as sex, politics, and religion. Kindly sit in a silent atmosphere so that you can hear what the speakers are speaking. Kindly be on mute until if it's your turn to speak. At that moment, please unmute yourself. If you have any message to be shared or conveyed, use the chat box below. With this, I hand over the control to our presiding officer, Madam Toastmaster Abhirami. To say a few words about her, she is our VPE, that is Vice President of Education. She works in a bank called Barclays. She is a chartered accountant by profession. She loves singing Carnatic music and she also does yoga. Now the stage is yours, Madam Toastmaster Abhirami.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tarun, for that very, very detailed introduction. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I think our guests are yet to join. Now, today is a very special day for all of us. One, yes, as our Sergeant-at-Arms Tarun rightly pointed it out, it was more of a role player meeting. Yes, guests are joining in on the side. And why is this so? This is all because of the area contest. And that is something to be celebrated. Two members or probably three Toastmasters are there in the area contest. And I think the results will be around by 5. And we'll know whether our people have moved to the next level. Now, for the benefit of the new joiners out here, why is TMI, contesting, having all such contests? So contests actually help us all to develop our speaking skills. It's only when you have a competition that we all try to make things better rather than going with our own sweet flow. So one thing on the humor speech is when you start preparing for humor speeches, you start observing those small funny moments in life. You consciously start doing it. And the other thing in evaluation, you learn to observe things better and give a very critical and positive feedback. Now, on this note, I will formally declare meeting number 798 open. Welcome guest Bharat and guest Ramamurthy. We would love to hear from you towards the end of the meeting. And now to move on to the meeting today. For today, we have a very special person doing the Toastmaster of the day. He is one of the youngest Toastmasters of CTM. He's doing his second year BE in computer science in Satyabama University. And in terms of his hobbies, he's a very passionate photographer. Let me welcome on stage Toastmaster Ayush Jain. Over to you, Ayush. The stage is yours.
Thank you for the warm introduction, Toastmaster Abhirami. When you go around for a walk in the evening and you look at kids playing with dogs, or when you are out on the roads and you see school bus with kids filled with kids filled inside, and you see them enjoying, you realize what those moments for you were. You remember all the memories that you had. When we were in that position, we were enjoying our childhood. We were not thinking that we are making memories right now. It was just us fooling around. And now when we look back to those times, we think of the sweet memories that we had. Moving on to the meeting, we had 3 parts to the meeting. The prepared speeches, where a speaker comes and delivers a speech for 5 to 7 minutes. Then comes the table topics, where you will be given on-spot topics and the on-spot topics. And the third section is evaluations. All these will be explained as we come across them. I would now like to call upon the general evaluator. The general evaluator for today is Toastmaster Naveen Raj. To talk about a general evaluator, Toastmaster Naveen is a test engineer in quality assurance. He was a Sergeant-at-Arms and currently a team member in District Award Committee and Secretary of CTM. He says some of his sweet memories are from his school and college days, and he can't forget the days he was part of the organizing the department functions. Over to you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Ayush. Before opening the general evaluation, I am here to brief the last meeting of 797. So Just a minute. Is my screen is visible? Okay, thank you all. Just think. Yeah. Good evening all. Our Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Tarun started the mission and vision of the code as well as starts the meeting. And Toastmaster Abhilash declared the 797 as open and recognized the presence of District Finance Manager DTM Abraham Zakaria. And Toastmaster Abhilash starts with the Toastmaster of the day and starts with the quote like little white lies we tell. And as well as our Toastmaster Tarun as a general evaluator explained about his evaluation role and explained his team as tag team and evaluators as well as good. And Court Master Toastmaster Pravina and his quote was slow and steady wins the race, haste makes waste. And our idiom master Toastmaster Vijay Aditya, to get your teeth into something, use the idiom as the idiom of the day. And our Toastmaster Mukil was a speaker of the day and narrated a story like she want to wake up earlier, but before that she will put many alarms like 6:05, 6:10, 6:15 like that, and finally he wake up at the perfect timing of the alarm. And our distinguished Toastmaster Abhijit Roy will be the evaluator and will be the giving the evaluation for Toastmaster Mugil. Like connect with your audience was good, vocabulary and words were good. Recommendations for Toastmaster Mugil are voice modulation and historical questions. And our distinguished Toastmaster Abraham Zakaria gives the educational session for parliamentary procedures. And our Toastmaster Srikanth Kuttikrishnan gives the table topic session like he picked many quotes where the quotes were really good and it's shown here. And Toastmaster Tarun as a general evaluator, he gives the evaluation on the, like overall of the meeting. And our best role player will be Toastmaster Srikanth, best tag team will be Toastmaster Ashwini, best QIG goes to Toastmaster Pravina, best TT speaker be Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati. And thank you all. Now, as a general evaluator, for the benefit of our guests, I am the general evaluator today, and I am going to conduct the evaluation portion of our meeting. I will be calling on a team to assist me with giving the feedback to our speakers, and I will evaluate overall the meeting as well as. Here I am going to call my first set of team like tag team. T goes for timer, A stands for accounter, G for grammarian. Our timer is a design engineer and his hobbies are playing cricket. And when I asked about his sweet memories, he replied me in hostel, call all our hostel mates to assemble at exactly 12 a.m. to celebrate his roommate birthday and paste the cake over the face. Deliberately shout out, he waked up his warden also. Over to you, Toastmaster Srinivasan.
Thank you, General Evaluator Naveen, for the introduction. As a timer today, I will be noting down the time taken by each speakers, including prepared speeches, table topic speeches, and evaluations. I will also alert each speaker the time they have left using cards. For prepared speeches, the scheduled time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. 5th minute, I will show the green card. 6th minute, I will show the yellow card. For the 7th minute, I will show the red card. For the 2 minutes. For the 1 minute, I will show green card. 1.5 minutes, I will show yellow card. 2nd minute, I will show the red card. The evaluation speech, the time limit is. Hello.
Yes, Srinivas.
Yes, you're audible. Yeah,
I'm
you can go
audible?
on. Yes.
Okay. Evaluation speeches have the scheduled time limit is 2 to 3 minutes. For the second minute, I will show the green card. The 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. 3 minutes, I will show the red card. Each and every speakers have the grace period of 30 seconds after showing the red card. Those who exceed the grace period.
I think our timer just dropped off.
Yeah,
Okay.
he
So,
joined.
yeah. Srinivasan, please unmute yourself.
Actually, I finished my speech.
Okay. Thank you for the brief timer, Toastmaster Srinivasan. I would like to call our counter Toastmaster Vijay Aditya. He is currently studying in Bachelor of Architecture in Misi Academy of Architecture. He won the award, Best Students Award in Industrial Excellence, conducted by SRM. Now, stage is yours, Toastmaster Vijay Aditya.
So thank you for the introduction. I am the art counter for today. So greetings, Mr. and Madam Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a crutch or a pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll listen for overused words including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or a phrase such as I or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker has used these expressions. So thank you and over to you, Mr. and Madam Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Aditya. Now, I would like to call our grammarian. She is a chartered accountant and currently working in a healthcare industry. Her hobbies are stock trading. I would like to call Toastmaster Karthika to brief about grammarian.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a grammarian, it is my duty to pay close attention to all the speakers, listen carefully to their language usage. I'll take note of any misuse of English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. For today's meeting, the word of the day is reminiscence, which means an act of recollecting past experiences or events. An example of using the word is every time the family gathers, looking at old photographs and reminiscing is inevitable. Each speaker is encouraged to use a word of the day. I will give a word of the day report and a grammatical usage report when called upon during the meeting. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, grammarian Toastmaster Karthika. For teachers as for students, the most effective evaluation comes from someone who sits beside us and help us to grow. So I have a set of team to evaluate the prepared speeches. I will introduce them at later part of the meeting. Now I will hand over the stage to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ayush.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen, for introducing the tag team to us. Now it's time for the prepared speech section. Our first prepared speech speaker is Toastmaster Ashwini. Toastmaster Ashwini is a protodontist and an implantologist. She spends most of her free time in reading self-help or parenting books. Before I call her on stage, I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Naveen, to read out her speech objectives.
Give me a second. Toastmaster Ashwini is going to present going to present a speech on researching and presenting. Her purpose of the speech is the purpose of the project is for the member to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized and well-researched research speak on any topic. Timer, please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Toastmaster Ashwini, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Our first speaker is Toastmaster Ashwini, and the speech title is "Oh, the places you'll go." Oh, the places you'll go, Toastmaster Ashwini.
On August 15, 2021, I hear the flash news. Taliban seizes Afghanistan. This news affected me and I was heartbroken. Instead of celebrating the Independence Day of my own country, I was actually mourning for another country. And I wondered why. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Before moving on to why this Afghan story was actually bothering me, let me tell you a short story. So I request all of you to please kindly participate with me. Can you please close your eyes and take a deep breath? Now, imagine you're walking into a local grocery shop, let's say Nilgiri supermarket. Imagine you're opening the front door and you're going to the fruits and vegetables section. There, you see a big board that says, fresh lemon from our farm on sale. In front of a big pile of bright yellow, round, juicy lemons. And in front of the pile is a tray, small pieces of lemon, and a sign that says, pick one. So now you just grab one of these lemons and bring it to your nose and you smell it. That's the smell of fresh lemon. And then you bring it down to your mouth and you take the bite. You can see the lemon juice going down in your mouth and you get it tingle across your face. Now, open your eyes. Raise your hand if you are salivating. You, current you? Yeah, isn't that cool? You had a physical response to a story. Come on. So now let me tell you what happens to your brain when you listen to stories or you read them. So I came across this fascinating article in Brain Science where they subjected a group of storytellers and listeners on MRI scanning machines. So they scanned the brain of the storyteller as well as the brain of the listener. And guess what the results were? Their brain waves were synchronized. So the storyteller, what the storyteller would see, the listener would see. The storyteller, what the storyteller could hear or see, the listener could hear and see. Yes, their brain waves were synchronized. According to psychology, there are few things that happens to a brain when we read a story or listen to one. Number one, transportation. So when you read a book, you feel like you're totally immersed into the story world that you're reading about. Number two, identification. So when you read a book or listen to a story, you sometimes tend to identify with any of the characters and you start feeling whatever is happening in the story is actually happening to you. Interesting, right? So let me tell you what happens behind it. So neuroscientists have attributed these two factors to what is called as mirror neurons in our brain. So what is this mirror neuron? It's actually neurons that get triggered when you see someone in action. Okay, let me explain you very simply. Have you ever yawned when the person sitting in front of you has yawned? Raise your hand. Yes, right? That was your mirror neuron in action. So when you read a book, your mirror neurons get triggered up. You see sadness in the person you're reading about to be sad. You are excited when you're listening to a happy story. So now, let me come back to my own story. So before a few months, dear Toastmasters, I was reading a couple of famous books by Khaled Hosseini, Kite Runner and A Thousand Splendid Suns. Both the books were beautifully described the backdrop of Afghanistan's rich and turbulent history, with the main characters being affected with a frequent civil war. And after reading the book, I cried bucketly, and I was affected. Yes, just the same way I was affected on August 15, 2021. Dear Toastmasters, I have never been to Afghanistan. I will not go even if you bribe me with all the money you have. Yes, I'm smart. I will not go. Yet, through Khaled Hosseini's book, I have been to every nook and corner of Kabul. I have seen broken walls. I have heard cries and gunshots. I have even slept on the rubble. Yet, without even moving an inch from my own dear home. Oh, the places you will go when you read books. Oh, the places you will go when you listen to stories. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Ayush, and thank you for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashwin. When I was reading the book of Harry Potter and they were playing the Quidditch match, as the things were getting interesting, I myself could feel the adrenaline rush that the players would have been feeling. It really is the books do take you to different places. Now, the second speaker of the day is Toastmaster Abhirami. She works as a control testing at a bank called Barclays. She loves to sing Carnatic music and do yoga. She has been a part of CTM XCOM before. I would like to call her evaluator, Toastmaster Deepak, to read out her speech objectives.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And I will be evaluating today Toastmaster Abhirami, and she is going to present level 2, project 1 from innovative planning pathways. And the purpose of this her speech is to share some aspect of her primary leadership style and to discuss leadership style in general. All the very best, Toastmaster Abhirami. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Ayush Jain.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for giving us the speech objectives. A second speaker is Toastmaster Abhirami, and the speech title is Not Everyone Who Leads is a Leader. Not everyone who leads is a leader. Toastmaster Abhirami.
How many of you here believe that you're a leader? Show of hands, please. Great. Those are all switched on the videos. Every one of you raised your hands. CTM is indeed lucky. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. When I was young, I always had this question. Am I a leader already? Or rather, when will I become a leader? This made me look up the dictionary as to what a leader is really. Leader is a person who leads a group of people. Either an organization or a country. Now, when you look up at this definition, it's rather very simple. So each of us at some point in our lives definitely will become leaders because we will lead somewhere back at office or we will lead at home. Our parents, kids, spouse, whether they like it or not, we'll go lead and take every chance out there. Now, in my life, I have got such similar opportunities to lead back at work, at home, and of course, being part of XCOM at CTM, that has also given me various opportunities to demonstrate different types of leadership skills. Now, looking at what I really do at work, I'm a chartered accountant and I have 7+ years of post-qualification experience. I'm primarily responsible for audit of the investment banking areas. Now, every year, my manager allots me a book of work, like I'll have to test areas like macro, rates, or commodities. And then I'm assigned 2 analysts who help me do or execute the book of work. My responsibility will be in devising the test plan and identifying the audit strategy, reviewing the work done by my analysts, and talking to the stakeholders in terms of the issues identified out of audit. And final, the outcome is going to be the prestigious audit report. Now, in this role,
The primary leadership style that I end up demonstrating most of the time is the authoritative leadership style. This leadership style is generally used whenever the person who leads the team is relatively more experienced than the members of the team. And the leader gives clear directions and sets standards to help the team achieve their objective. So this is the fundamental style that I always demonstrate. Beyond this, there are two leadership styles that I very consciously learned to embed in my working style this year. The first one is the innovative leadership style. These days, every organization is moving towards efficiency and effectiveness. And for this, you need to be really innovative. Innovation sometimes starts at the grassroots level. And for this, you need to have a very open conversation with your team. I consciously engage in those brainstorming sessions, which I set up a recurring invite in my calendar month on month, talk to my team, understand how things can be done differently, or it can be eliminated rather. Sometimes I get very vague ideas, but still there are good ideas, there are bad ideas. We try to implement the good ones. Whenever we do that, I realize that the team has a sense of involvement and there is a whole transformation that happens. Everyone is happy. It's becoming like their idea is given life and they start enjoying work. The other leadership style is coaching. Now, I was an analyst when I joined the bank, and after 4 years, I got promoted to an AVP. In these 4 years, I did not really feel the importance of being coached. It was only in the last year when I was struggling to get the promotion, I realized that I did not have a mentor or a coach to guide me on the next step. Now, because I struggled that way, I didn't want my team to do that. So every time I talk to my analyst, I try to link it up with a bigger picture as to how after 2 or 3 years, this way or an approach will help them to get on to the next level. Because always it's important to put your team ahead of yourself and carry them along with you wherever you go. So apart from these leadership styles, the authoritative, innovative, and coaching styles that I follow at work, there is one style that I follow back at home. Now, I love this saying, charity begins at home. And this altruistic leadership rightly begins at home. The altruistic leader is a leader who's selfless. He cares about the people around them. He does what they want. He prioritizes his team, puts his team ahead of himself. This cannot be always done at work, but altruistic leadership is something that's very important for a successful family life. Talking about my leadership skills that I managed to demonstrate at CTM. Now, being in CTM, seeing a lot of people from diverse areas, sectors, and age group, there's always, you get a lot of exposure to know how people work differently. Speaking is one aspect, but you know a lot about people. Here, one thing that I learned is the importance of networking and building trustworthy relationship with your peers. Now in XCOM, I'm the VP. I've got the secretary Toastmaster Naveen here, the Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Tarun here. Now, as a team, when we work together, what happens is we need a very good understanding and rapport. That's when the mission works well. So affiliative leadership is something that CTM taught me and also all the XCOM members out here. Now, apart from all this, when I talk about the other leadership styles that I want to demonstrate, I'm lucky that I've been having chances to actually demonstrate these many styles. One thing that I would want to learn is the bureaucratic style. So the moment we say bureaucratic, we all think of Hitler, whatever in Kattalaye Sasanam, like Bahubali style. But this bureaucratic style can also be used well. When you have to take a very emergency decision, you do not have much time and you do not, it's going to impact a lot of people. You need to roll up your sleeve and take the decision. That time, bureaucratic style becomes very effective. So I would want to learn how to use it with caution, not just like that, use it. So probably with maturity, I'll get that. Now, going on to the last piece, I would like to conclude by saying there are different types of leadership styles and there is nothing right or wrong. Probably when we get a doubt as to which leadership style do I use, the best thing would be is to use a moral lens. When I say moral lens, I mean the core values of respect, integrity, service, excellence, and stewardship. When you put this lens, automatically your mind will tell you what is the right leadership skill. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhirami, for introducing us to the various types of leadership skills that we can have. Now, I would like the timer to read out the name of the qualified speakers.
Yes, General, both of the speakers are qualified for voting. Hello? Yeah.
Now, that was this prepared section. Moving on to the table topic section. This is a very interesting session, and I hope volunteers for this and not wait for the table topic master to call out your names and enjoy participating topic session. Our table topic master for today is Toastmaster Tarun. Toastmaster Tarun is right now doing his BCom from DG Vaishnav College. His hobbies are to paint and to go for cycling, and has a keen interest on learning about the stock market and investing in it. I request Toastmaster Tarun to go ahead with the table topic session. Over to you, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ayush, for the introduction. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of the table topic is to facilitate the guests and members will have an opportunity to express their speaking skills. It also helps to train the members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. I will introduce a topic and call on the speakers, who will be giving 2 minutes to speak on the subject. For today, we have some topics, which includes 3 pictures also. So let me share my screen. Now, can I have our General Evaluator Toastmaster Naveen Raj for the first topic, absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Thank you, Toastmaster, table topic master, Toastmaster Tarun. And the topic given by table topic master is absence make the heart grow fonder. Yeah, if we feel someone's love together, then if the friendship or anything, if the friend is going absence in some days, then on that time we feel how we much love and affected by the friendship, because even every friend is indeed. So even if the good friends we missed in that past days, then it will makes the absence make the heart grow fonder. If we going beyond the friendship, because we are the true friendship we found together, and that time if a single minute we missed the friend, then it will be like we are living in that without a water, or in the like a desert. We only living in that desert for like a year or anything. So even a minute we missed our true friendship, it will make the absent makes the heart grow fonder. Over to you, table topic master.
Wow, our General Evaluator Toastmaster Naveen, it's correct. We even miss everyone if they are not there with us for even a second. And is Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati available?
Yes, Toastmaster Tarun.
And your topic is, if happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would you make you rich?
Thank you, table topic master Tarun. If happiness was the national currency, what kind of work would make you rich? Thank you. The kind of work which would fetch me happiness, that would make me rich. I am interpreting the topic like that. So what kind of work would give me the happiness? I can say that if I help others, or if I say some kind words to others, so a lot of things I can say, but if I think in my heart, I would say whatever is very near and dear to me, whatever is most important for me, whatever is more interesting to me, maybe it would look like that I am a selfish person, but that is the main thing which will make me more happy than helping others or saying some kind words. First of all, I have to be happy first. Then I can transfer the happiness to others. Hence, first I will make me happy by doing work and getting money, so that I will be able to transfer that happiness to others. I don't think it is a sort of selfishness. That is the source. First of all, we have to get the source of happiness within ourselves. Then only we will be able to transfer that happiness to others. So if I work hard and if I get money and if I make myself happy, then I will be able to provide that money, say kind words to others, help wherever the time is required, help wherever there is a need. All these things I can do only if I make myself happy first. So if happiness is the national currency, I would do the work which is more near and dear to me, which would be getting me money and happiness. Above all these things, health is very, very important. I will do regularly exercise and meditation, which would make my health better. And then I get the wealth and then give happiness to others. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nagamenu, for a wonderful speech on this topic. And can I have guest Bharat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Your topic is this. You can speak on the 4 seasons, which you see in the picture. The seasons are winter, autumn, spring, and summer. You need to speak for 2 minutes.
Yes, I think these 4 seasons which comes in a year are beautiful to us, though we live in a place where it is more summer, but the spring is a season where we see all of greenness and that thing, and the winter is a season where we will have this rains coming up, and that is beautiful. So we are used to be in sun for 6 months, and we are eagerly waiting for the next season. So that makes us more eagerly waiting for us. And even with this, all these 3 things will make us fulfill in our life in every year, and that's all. Sorry for that. I was not prepared.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can I have our first evaluator? Toastmaster. Sorry. Can I have our evaluator 2, Toastmaster Deepak, for the next topic?
Yes, Toastmaster Tarun.
Our topic is this: dreams of future are better than the history of the past.
Yes, that's a very good topic. Thank you for the topic, Toastmaster Tarun. I dreamt a lot. As everyone knows, APJ Abdul Kalam sir has mentioned everyone should dream. I dreamt a lot, and I wanted to become a pilot. And at my age of around 5 years old or 10 years old, and then I wanted to become an engineer at the age of 12, and I wanted to become a chef at the age of 15, and I wanted to become an astronaut at the age of 18, and I ended up working as an engineer, mechanical engineer at L&T, which is again never I dreamt of. So the thing what I feel is we can very well dream about our future, and of course we have to try to avoid all the bad things which we did in our past. But always remember, when you are dreaming about your future, is it achievable? Can it be really happening? Whether it can I achieve it? Is it possible? So all those things I will have to keep in mind, and I dream of the future. Then I am sure then I can achieve it with the goals, predefined goals, and set the goals and ensuring that I can achieve the dreams. Then we can achieve it. If the dreams are then if you are not having any goals to it, then the dreams will go off like the dream how I had started at the age of 5. And these are all the dreams which I feel it will be realistic. And we just don't need to dream anything, just like someone Abdul Kalam sir has told, we don't want to dream just like that. Dream with a goal is what my thinking is. Over to you, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak. Even I had a dream of becoming a chef, but unfortunately it went in the air. And can we have our presiding officer, Toastmaster Abhirami, for the next topic?
Yes, Toastmaster Tarun.
This is your picture. You can talk whatever comes to your mind. A childish man or any other thing. Now the stage is yours.
Thank you. This is a very, very meaningful picture. Sometimes when we are kids, we start, having this fantasy that when we will get up, grow up, go to office, and we want to get into that phase where we want to give away our exams and just jump into the next mode. We sometimes forget the today and want to quickly get into tomorrow. And the beauty is, once the tomorrow comes in, you start reminiscing the past. You want to get back, you want to enjoy and become a kid. When you're a kid, you want to wear those long frocks and sari, those kind of stuff. And when you grow up, you want to wear short skirts. This is the reality in life. Now, this picture where the person is enjoying playing, probably he's reminiscing those sweet days where he could sit on it, not worry, just enjoy, don't care about what others think. This is one attitude that all children are blessed with. Lucky, aren't we? When we are kids, we don't care about what others think. We don't care about really anything. All we want is what we want to do. That way of living life is sometimes, gives you a lot of satisfaction. When we grow, we put all those boundaries and lines thinking about what others would think. And sometimes we'll have to do all those small things, give too much of thought. This puts a lot of pressure on us. I think each of us must open up, start enjoying, rather than reminiscing, go and play. That would be a better way of enjoying. Thank you for this very meaningful topic. Over to you, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, Madam Toastmaster Abhirami, for the speech. I didn't wonder you'll give an elaborate speech on that. And congratulations, you have used the word of the day, reminiscence, more than 3 times, I think so. Now I also used the word of the day. And can I have other Toastmasters? Can I have our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ayush, to try this? Dreams of future, but sorry. Yeah. This.
Okay, so.
And this is the child is seeing a snail.
Okay. So the picture shows that the child is looking at a snail. It shows how curious the child is. When we are young, we are very curious about how things work and how everything goes around, and we want to know how everything works. But as we grow up, our mind becomes less curious and starts to work on what we want to do. So being curious, it shows that the kid wants to learn something. So once we grow up, the curious mind is very much needed for people. Being curious will help you find out new stuff. Finding out new things will help you in different ways also. That's it.
Okay, thank you for the speech, Toastmaster Ayush. Don't be tense, be chill. Actually, being curious is also a great thing as a child. We need to be curious every time as a child, like a child. Now, can I call a speaker 1, Madam Toastmaster Ashwini?
Yes, I'm available.
Yeah.
Please, Tarun, give me an easy topic.
Try this. A chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
All right. So thanks for giving me this topic, table topic, Master Tarun. So I want to take this topic and twist a little bit, and I want to interpret my life with it. And you know what? I want to consider this weakest link as our as my kid, as our kid. Your chain is as strong as its weakest link. And I would say my family is only as strong as our baby. So when I gave birth to my babies and I took my maternity leave, I was really wondering like, oh my God, when will this maternity leave end and when will I go back to work? Oh, these babies are bothering me too much. It's sucking away all my energy. And yet I didn't know how strong I was becoming. I was growing patient. I was nurturing myself. I was becoming a strong woman. I was becoming a multitasker, taking care of the kids, taking care of the family, taking care of my work. And only I realized when in the absence of my kids, how weak and how vulnerable I was. So yes, the kids made me a stronger woman. So its chain is only as strong as its weakest link, and the kids and the family is as strong as the kids in the family. Thank you, and back to you, Topic Master Tarun.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster Ashwini, for the topic, for the speech on the topic. And can I have a grammarian, Toastmaster Karthika?
Hi, Tarun.
Hi, Madam Toastmaster Karthika, and this is your topic.
What is your happiest memory? Okay. My happiest memory has to be from the time I spent during summer vacations in Kerala. So when you go from Chennai to Kerala, there's this huge change of scenery. And it's like all of a sudden everything's green, and summer there is so bright. So my days were filled with mangoes and swimming lessons and basically swimming lessons. So it was going back in time and reminiscing about it obviously makes me happy and is my happiest memory. So, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster, grammarian Toastmaster Karthika. And am I allowed to call a timer and a counter?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Toastmaster Tarun. Today it's our day.
Okay. Can I have our counter?
Yes, I'll attempt.
And this is your topic, Toastmaster Vijay. It's not the years in your life that counts. It's the life in your years.
So the topic is, it's not the years in your life that count, it's the life in your years. So so it says we have to spend our life happily, and we have to know what we are looking for in our life. So even if we live a very long life, if we do not feel happy in those years, it is not an effective way to live. So we have to have meaning to our life. We have to find meaning in our life, and we have to find things that bring us happiness. So even if we live a very short amount of time, those things which bring meaning to our life and which bring happiness to us will mean more than the amount of time we spent in our life. So a person may live a very long life, but he may not be very happy with it. He may not be very happy with the life he lived, because he may not have attempted some things that he may wanted to have done in the past. So he may be filled with regrets or something which he does not find value in. So we have to start looking for things which brings us happiness, and we have to attempt everything to live a happy life, even if it's a short one. We have to achieve. We have to look forward for a meaningful life. So that was my attempt, and thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay, for attempting, and you gave a great speech. Can I call a timer, Toastmaster Srinivasan?
Yeah, Toastmaster Tarun,
and this is your speech topic. Good things come to those who wait.
Yeah, in life we cannot easily get what we want. Sometimes things take so much of time to come. If we wait for some time, then we automatically get the good things, because good things takes time to get. If we work for something, it is really good. Naturally, it takes sometimes, like a bodybuilding, the muscles cannot grow in a single day. It takes a certain period to grow. That kind life also. If you want to improve something in your life, naturally it takes some time. So if we want something good in ourselves, it takes time. Thank you, Sajana Tarun. Over to you.
Thank you, timer Toastmaster Srinivasan, for the attempt, and you also gave a great speech. Anyone wants to try again?
Sorry, I think let's move on.
Okay. Now we came to the end of the table topic session, and now over to Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ayush.
Thank you, members and guests for participating, and thank you, Toastmaster Tarun, for conducting the session. I would like the timer to read out the names of the qualified table topic speakers.
TMOD, Ayush, all the table topic speakers are qualified for voting.
Okay. Thank you. Now, guests and members, you have time to think who you want to vote as the best prepared speaker and the best table topic speaker. The polls will be out after the evaluation session. Now, moving further with the meeting, we had Toastmaster Abhirami conducting a game session for all of us. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhirami.
I'm sorry, Ayush. I think we would be dropping the game, considering that we are very less number of people. We'll directly move on to the evaluation segment, and we'll be closing slightly earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, 1 second. Now, for the last section of the meeting today, the section tells us how good the speakers were, how good the role players were, and is this going to be evaluated with the general evaluator, Toastmaster Naveen. Over to you, Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Ayush. As I said earlier, I had a team to evaluate the prepared speeches. I would like to, here I am going to evaluate Toastmaster Ashwini's speech as my target speaker. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests, and especially to my target speaker, Toastmaster Ashwini. The topic states that, oh, places you will go. I thought that you are going to deliver a speech like a journey like that on the research, but it completely different and very well connected to the current scenario. I am going to divide my evaluation part as introduction and body of the speech and conclusion part. As the introduction was very good, started with the familiar day we all known about August 15th. And body of the speech was very well connected to the story about the storytelling, like the 3 different parts, and brain, like the nervous brain we had. And conclusion was good, but I want to give some recommendations to improve your speech. First, you want to improve your vocal variety. Then you are selecting 2 research topics, I think, storytelling and as well as brain. If you choose any one and make a research very well research, and you want to deliver a topic, a speech, it will be a very good to listen the speech. Because if you are going to give a speech between storytelling and brain, maybe audience will get some confusions in between. We are going through storytelling or we are listening the brain. And overall, the speech was very good, and your gestures and was very good. Eye contact and comfort level, you are in the comfort level of your speech. So overall speech was very nice. I am looking forward your future speech. Over. Thank you. And now I would like to call Toastmaster Deepak to evaluate Toastmaster Abhirami's speech. The stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Thank you. Yes. For evaluating my target speaker, Toastmaster Abhirami, you started off very nicely and you started with a question and you created a feeling that we others can participate, and the feeling of participation by the members, you try to engage the members. So that is a very good aspect while starting a question, starting the speech with a question. Very good on that. You were you were able to explain in detail on your day in day out activities, as well as you also explained what are all the leadership skills that you followed in the past. Altruistic leader and authoritative, you have heard about it and you have seen the authoritative leadership skills in the work, and you have also tried innovative leadership skills, which is one of the best leadership skills which you achieved it, like by using recurring meetings and then by using brainstorming within the team members on a particular period of time. That is a very good explanation you have given it, so that that covers what are all the leadership skills you are followed in the past. And coming to what leadership you wanted to learn, you also covered that aspect as well. You wanted to learn the bureaucratic style. Again, it's using with a caution. You wanted to do it and you wanted to give it a try. That is a good thing to do. And as for an overall speech, eye contact and everything else, you are already a very excellent speaker with respect to speaking with multiple of audience. So I feel that you have the good comfortableness with you. But when I see if you want to improve in any aspect, only one point I have, which is while explaining the moral lens. You were pretty fast on that aspect a lot. The tempo can be little reduced. You have you were able to speak it very fluently, and rest of the entire speech I liked it very much, and we loved your entire speech. And all the best on doing the bureaucratic style at your work. We wanted to hear from you after some time what happened on that. That is a very danger zone. So proceed with caution. And all the very best on your next speech. And you definitely achieved your target with respect to the purpose of the speech. Over to you, and thanks to you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Naveen.
Thank you, Toastmaster Deepak, for the brief evaluation. Now I would like to call timer Toastmaster Srinivasan to give his report.
My screen is visible?
It's loading. Yeah, your screen is visible.
Toastmaster Tarun as a sergeant at arms, take 1 minute 25 seconds. Toastmaster Abhirami, presiding officer, take 1 minute 45 seconds. Toastmaster Naveen Raj, secretary, briefing about the previous meeting, takes nearly 2 minutes 50 seconds. And Toastmaster Ayush Jain, Toastmaster of the day, takes 1 minute 33 seconds. Toastmaster Naveen Raj, general level intro, takes 1 minute 30 seconds. Me, Toastmaster Srinivasan, timer, take 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Vijayaditya, accounter, takes 35 seconds. And Toastmaster Karthika, grammarian, takes 1 minute 30 seconds. And for prepared speeches, Toastmaster Ashwini, speaker, takes 5 minutes 47 seconds. Toastmaster Abhirami, speaker 2, takes 6 minutes 31 seconds. And the table topic session. For the introduction of the table topic session, Toastmaster Ayush Jain, team only takes 1 minute 10 seconds. and brief about the table topic. Toastmaster takes 1 minute. After that, table topic speakers. Toastmaster Naveen Raj takes 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharat takes 2 minutes 25 seconds. Guest Bharat takes 1 minute. Toastmaster Deepak takes 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Abhirami takes 30 seconds. And TMOD Ayush Jain takes 1 minute. Toastmaster Ashwin takes 1 minute 23 seconds. Toastmaster Kartika takes 45 seconds. Toastmaster Vijayaditya takes 1 minute seconds. Timer Srinath takes 1 minute. For the evolution segment, Toastmaster Naveen Raj takes 2 minutes 10 seconds. For 2 minutes 30 seconds. That's all. Over to you, General Evaluator Naveen. That's all. Over to you, General Evaluator Naveen.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Srinivasan, for your elaborated timer report. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Vijay Aditya to present his R-counter report.
Yes, I'll be presenting the R-counter report now. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
So this is the R-counter report. The first one is TM Ayush, who has the role TMOD. So he has the filler words used is one time, so one time, and paused one time. Second one is TM Naveen Raj, whose role is general evaluator. He has used filler words you know well one time. And third one is TM Tarun, whose role is TT master. He has paused one time. So for the prepared speakers, TM Ashwini, who is the speaker one, used you know and well filler words one time and paused one time. And TM Abhirami, who is the speaker two, used filler words like filler words one time and you know and well one time. So for the table topics, TM Naveen Raj, who is the speaker one, used filler words two times, you know well one time, and repetitions two times. The next TT speaker is TM Nagendra Bharati, who has paused one time during his speech. The next TT speaker is guest Bharat, who used filler words so 3+ times, you know well one time, and repetitions 2 times. The next TT speaker is TM Deepak, who used so 2 times and repetitions 1 time. The next TT speaker is TM Abhirami, who used filler words like you know and well 1 time. And next is TM Ayush, who used filler words like so 1 time and repetitions 1 time. The next TT speaker is TM Ashwini, who used so filler words 1 time and you know well 1 time. So 1 minute. Next is TD speaker TM Kartika, who used so 1 time and repetitions 1 time. Next is TM Srinivasan, who used filler words so 3+ times and repetitions 1 time and also paused 1 time. So for the evaluation segment, TM Naveen Raj, who is the evaluator 1, used filler words so 1 time, you know and well 1 time, repetitions 1 time. And the second evaluator is TM Deepak, who used so filler words 3+ times, you know and well 1 time, and repetitions 1 time. So this is the R-counter report, and thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay Aditya, for your report. Now I would like to call Toastmaster Kartika to present her grammarian report.
Thank you, General Evaluator Naveen. It was a pleasure listening to the speeches today. Yeah, video's on. Okay. I was quite impressed by the idiomatic expressions used by the prepared speakers. Let's dig into them. I'll just share the screen. Can you see my screen? Okay. So Toastmaster Ashwini used the terms feel a tingle across your face, mirror neurons, slept on the rubble, cries of broken wars. She also used two words which I had to Google. One was synchronize, which means cause to occur or operate at the same rate. Turbulent, characterized by conflict, disorder, or confusion. Toastmaster Abhirami, who was the second speaker, used terms like altruistic leadership, vague ideas, carry your team along with you, affiliative leadership, and moral lens. She also used a quote which says, charity begins at home. She used two terms, which I'll share the meaning of. One was stakeholders, which means a party that has an interest in a company and can either affect or be affected by the business. For example, employees or owners. And stewardship, which means the job of supervising or taking care of something such as an organization or property. So coming to the table topic session, Tarun, the word of the day reminiscence was used by Toastmaster Tarun once, and Toastmaster Abhirami thrice, and myself once. Toastmaster Nagendra Bharati used near and dear and above all, and Toastmaster Abhirami used lucky aren't we, and Toastmaster Ashwini used the term interpret. During the evaluation sessions, Toastmaster Naveen Raj used the terms vocal variety and comfort level. Toastmaster Deepak used the word recurring. So I've just noted down some inappropriate usages. The first one was went in the air. You can say goes in the air. And the second one is whatever comes to your mind, which was a filler term. Those kinds of stuff was also a filler term. Less curious, we can use reduced curiosity. What wanted to have done could have been used as wanted to do. Like that was also a filler word. Comfortableness, you can use the term comfort level. So thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kartika, for the grammarian report. Now it's my turn to evaluate the overall the meeting. Meeting started on time and all role players joined before the meeting to test their audio and video check was good. Most of the members, I think now most of the members switching on their cameras. It was very nice and appreciable. Suggestion to TT master: while the TT speakers on stage, please switch off your screen share. Then we can saw the participants as well as timer also. I know the screen share is on, the timer is putting the messages on chat box. So I would like, it would be a suggestion to improvement. And overall, the meeting was very good. And over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Ayush.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. Okay, now everyone can vote for the role players. All polls are over?
You can continue, Ayush, for the closing, and you can hand over. The polls can happen in the background.
Okay. So with that, I would like to conclude my role as a TMOD for the meeting. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good Sunday. Enjoy yourself and make sweet memories. Back to the presiding officer.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ayush. It has been a really great meeting considering the very thin attendance. Thank you to each of the role players out here. In spite of all this, you have done the best. Sorry, yeah. So in terms of, before we get into the results of the meeting, firstly, I would like to appreciate the first time role players, our grammarian Toastmaster Kartika, our counter Toastmaster Vijay, and of course, our Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ayush. Congratulations to each of you. It did not look like a first time. Always in CTM, whenever our guys do the first time role plays, it definitely looks like a seasoned speaker. You all did a great job. Thank you for that. And also picking the roles in a very short notice and doing a great job. Now moving on to the results of the meeting. So let me go one by one. So the best tag role player for today, any guesses? It's our Toastmaster Kartika. Congratulations, Toastmaster Kartika. The best evaluator for today is Toastmaster Deepak. Congratulations, Toastmaster Deepak. The best role player for today is our first time role player, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ayush. Congratulations, Toastmaster Ayush. Long way to go. Congratulations. And for the best speaker and the best table topic speaker, I'm very much humbled. Thank you so much. So I'm the best speaker and the table topic speaker. I feel really good. And I'll definitely take this as an encouragement to give more speeches, which I've been backlogging for quite a time. One more appreciation is to be done for today. We had a Superman today doing multiple roles. None other than our Toastmaster Naveen, who was a general evaluator. Our evaluator backed out at the last moment and he was kind enough to do the evaluation as well. He was introducing and picking up and taking it back. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Naveen. You have been a great deal of support for the XCOM. He was an XCOM associate earlier and now after the election, he's part. Congratulations, Toastmaster Naveen. With this, I think we will be closing our meeting for today. Let me declare meeting number 798 adjourned. Before we close and get into the informal piece, let's hear a few words from our Toastmaster Abhilash. Abhilash is here. So how was the experience, Abhilash, being in the contest? Are the results out, by the way? I'm not sure if he's around. I think he's having a power cut and connectivity issue. So let us leave him. I think I missed out on one of our guests. Yes, Bharat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Bharat, were you there in CTM earlier?
Yeah, I joined before this session as a guest. This is my second thing.
No, were you a member earlier, sometime earlier in the last year?
No,
okay.
No. This is the first
okay,
time.
There was another Bharat who was a member and who went to another club. Yeah. Okay. Can you give us your feedback on how you felt about the meeting today?
I think it's really very good, and thanks first of all for pulling me in, and that helped me to know where I am, what I need to improve. I think looking forward to join with you all and on all these sessions basically.
Thank you, guest Bharat. You're always welcome. Our VPPR Toastmaster, VPPM Toastmaster Lakshmi will get in touch with you shortly, and he'll guide you on the next steps.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the forum is open for informal discussion now, and